All right, guys, welcome back to the NST in-depth variety of this game. So here we are. We're exploring in-depth what's happening here. And so what we've seen over here is basically Greenland has taken over all of North and Central United States, all of it, and finally took Detroit over here. So it's very interesting. None of these territories have gone to the other two, either North Canada or South Canada has not taken part in this bounty, but Greenland has taken it all. So we'll see what happens next. Very interesting play here. Typically, the conqueror will share some of the conquered territory with some of the other players. And while we do see that North Canada has Vermont, I think they took that only because Vermont rebelled back to North Canada. So we'll see what happens moving forward. I don't know. It was one of those things where once Greenland broke through with a huge navy, was able to run back into the backcountry and take a lot of stuff. So good for them. That's what you have to do. Just take stuff. Let's move down into the Middle East here. And so we have Morocco over here. We have West Algeria kind of just doing their thing, really not bothering stuff, except for Morocco. Look at that. Morocco has some Spanish territories. Somehow traded up into there. I think traded away Tangiers. In other words, control over this choke point here. But what else has Morocco done? Look at Morocco. Morocco has two territories over here that are actually pretty well defended. 40 and 14. Morocco is moving troops into position to defend some shit. Morocco, not only that, look at this. Morocco has territory now. Look at this, in Arabia. What? Morocco, you're a badass. Sweet salt. What the, like, a player who lost their coalition early on, and there was some chaos with Oli here, and somehow is like now just like a global player. Like, what? Okay, like, what's going on over here? Territories here, here, and here. Okay. Now that brings us to what's going on. A lot of stuff has changed. A lot of weird stuff has changed. So, and when I come to my faraway view, it's good. Like, from a faraway view, a lot of stuff has changed as well. So let's just see what's going on here. The first big thing that I can say is that Romania has made a landfall in eastern Libya. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. And even worse is, look at what Romania has here. 85 infantry with, a large tank, a giant tank, and two of those artillery. That's not good. 2 artillery. And then 48 over here. So we have about 130 infantry in this region with 2 artillery, a tank, and 5 armored cars. And then here comes Ukraine with 30 more guys and a balloon. And, and of course, they're on a team together. And then here we have 4. Oh, that's a battleship brigade. That's 4 cruisers, 1 battleship right here, right? And then right down from there, we have 3 cruisers. So 7 cruisers and 1 battleship supporting this landing. It's not looking good, folks. It's not looking good at all for the Southern Coalition. It does look like the Central Coalition is landing, and landing heavily, even as the Southern Coalition has sort of finally moved over here into is all of Egypt. Okay, so it does look like all of Arabia is gone. Wasn't there one place where Arabia had a I think it's up here. Yeah, here it is. Arabia has a safe space up there, and Arabia has a safe space right here. Oh, and Arabia gave up. They must have traded. Oh, shit. So Arabia had this territory, and it looks like they traded with Romania for a wood for a double wood. Okay, so Romania is still keeping Arabia as a friend, even though Arabia is pretty much gone except for some diaspora fragmented territories off on the fringe. So, holy crap. So, let me just say what I feel like has happened really, really big is that, of course, Greenland has crashed down into the New World here, changed up the whole dynamic over here. And it almost looks like Southern USA is being given a reprieve here of sorts. We'll see what happens. I don't know. But it does look like the battling has finished in the New World. Down into the Middle East, we have business as usual, except for a massive Romanian landing here. A massive landing with naval support. And I don't see really how this can be defeated. I think what we have here is about 150, 160 infantry landing with cannon support and with a lot of Navy support. And yeah, I don't know what to say. It just looks bad. It looks bad over here. What do we have over here? Egypt with some cruisers. I don't know what happened to Egypt's. Yeah, we got some Italian stuff in the field. Not really sure where Italy is coming down here, but it is looking bad for the Southern Coalition. It really, really is. Holy crap. If we move up and around, we will see that Russia has finally succumbed. Now we have this big purple, pink, and light blue monolith that just dominates through the north. And from now on, they're just going to be building infrastructure and specialty units. It's going to be really bad. The north is strong, and yet I don't necessarily feel like people are taking them seriously, because the center here, if we talk about the center, we do have Raya, Viking, and Hemland here. They are taking over all of the center and south. We sort of have this western southern power, which is Papa Smitty, Karen, and Harkold. And then Sweet, I don't even know what's going on with Sweet Salt over here, or Oli, because Sweet Salt has territories all through the disputed zones, like really daring and scary, conquest in these war zones. So Morocco is brave and scary and like, what, dude? Like, be careful. So anyway, I don't know what's going on over here. I do know that my happy Fisher boy right here with 100% morale has been, somebody's been talking to him now. Sweden brought down 2 cruisers, and that's a lot from you just saw the war zones where every boat matters. And so Sweden pushed over 2 boats to talk to these Fisher boys. So if they stay for, I think, another maybe 10 or 12, maybe 14 hours without anybody else in that territory, then they might be able to talk those Fisher boys into going home. Just go home, boys. Just go home. So we'll see what happens there. I'm really loving what's going on in this game. Like, honestly, lots of high-level strategy and some jockeying that I'm not sure if people understand. So you have to have one of each specialty in your coalition to win this game. You have to have one of each specialty in your coalition to win second place in this game, right? So you have to have a full complement of nerf, surf, and turf to finish this out. So be really careful about who you throw away, who you eject from the game, and who you think is not important, because maybe somebody's important only because they're the only turf person in the region, or the surf person or nerf person in the region. So it all matters. Like, honestly, people, it matters. It matters. So I'm loving this game. I'm loving the effort that people are putting into this. I'm loving the energy, the attention. It's all super, like, wonderfully good. So thanks for joining in, guys. I'll see y'all next time. Adios, amigos.